Hi, I'm Sonia, and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me and want me to call you on your BS, all my coaching information is in the description below. I'm live here on YouTube. I just was live on... Or, I'm not live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. I will post this later to YouTube. I was live on YouTube, and no one had any questions. So I was like, I'll come hang out on TikTok for a minute and see if anybody wants to come hang out and ask some questions. So let me know if you want to talk manifestation. I really wasn't prepared to come on here. I just kind of popped on, so. How are you guys doing tonight? I usually go live on... Just wanted to say you love my content. Well, thank you, Heidi. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I was just saying I usually go live on YouTube on Tuesday nights, and no one wanted to come hang out with me over there. There were just a few people asking a couple questions. I'm like, any more questions? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, so we'll go see what's happening on TikTok. Hi from Africa. Hello. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. Because like I said, I don't have anything to talk about, so... Confused on detaching. Is it from the 3D only or detaching from your person? It's actually neither. What you're detaching from is your old belief systems, your old thoughts. The 3D is neutral. The 3D is the 3D is just neutral events. What you're detaching from is your knee-jerk reaction to the events. So no matter what happens in the 3D, you're going to tell yourself, no, this is working out in my favor. This is somehow the bridge of incidents. Not putting meaning to it that is like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. This is happening and I'm not going to get what I want. And this happened and that happened. You're not detaching from the 3D. You're detaching from your stories about what's happening or what's happened in the past. You don't have to detach from your person. You have to think about your person differently, meaning that you're detaching from the old stories and the old thoughts. Does that make sense? Because everything you are experiencing is a manifestation of your dominant perceptions of what's happening around you. So if you want to experience something different, you have to start telling yourself something different in order to get it to change. Yes, thank you. That's the most clarity I've gotten. Yay! Yeah, I know a lot of people are like, you have to detach from your desires, and that shit's one of two things. Either that's what they believe and that's how they get shit to work because that's their belief, or they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. I was really disciplined with my thoughts this week and now have one of my manifestations. Yay! Look at you, Ava. Congratulations. So I reached out to SP, didn't really expect a response, ended up with 30 texts back to back. Nice. Nice. That's how you do it. And a date when he gets back from Tokyo. Look at you. Nice. So just keep thinking about them and you know, the relationship and all the things in the way that you want them to be. Just keep going. That's awesome. It's hard sometimes. Nope, stop saying that. Nope, this is so easy. My SP was the easiest thing to manifest. Hi, Jacqueline. You deleted your other account? Uh-oh. All right. It's good to see you here. Can I tell my SP in love with me? The third party is... Can I tell my SP that like they're in love with you and the third party is vanished? If you're okay with possibly getting a restraining order. Telling people things when that's not what's happening? Like, are you prepared for the backlash you could get by saying that kind of shit to people? Can I tell my SP that I'm in love, that they are in love with me and third party is vanished? Is that not what you asked me? If you say that to somebody, are you prepared to handle the backlash of what could possibly happen in your 3D? Because your entire belief system's fucking manifest. And if you go fucking around in the 3D, you're gonna find out real fast. No, I mean, I can tell he's in love with me and the third party left. Oh, okay. That is totally not how I read that. I was like, you're gonna go tell them this? Like, I mean, do you, but nice. Look at you. I read that differently. I thought she was saying, can she tell? That's what I thought too. Talking about manifesting. Feel poor. Okay. When you realize this stuff, it changes your life. Who knew this was the truth behind our life, right? Right? Completely agree with that one. I stopped seeing my SP for some time now, and I have a fear of not being able to see him again. Do you know where this belief might come from? Ask yourself, why do you think he wouldn't come back? Why do you not think that you wouldn't see him again? Because that's your fucking answer. I don't know why you're asking me. You hold all of your own answers. but you see him as the person who would leave, and you see yourself as the person who would get left on some degree, like some level. So you need to write down and ask yourself, I needed that tough love. You're welcome. Sit down and ask yourself, what do you believe about yourself in regards to relationships? What do you believe about relationships? And what do you believe about this person? Those are your beliefs. Your beliefs aren't like this hidden thing that you have to like go digging for. They're things you fucking tell yourself all the time. Your point of view about all of this stuff. I decided I get what I want and that helps me. Yeah, definitely. You always get what you want. You know exactly what you're doing. You know everything there is to know about manifesting and fully understand it. It's your entire belief system that creates your reality. Manifesting a free vacation? Nice, Jacqueline. I would have you come live with me, but I don't have the requirements to do that yet, so I don't know what that means. What are your thoughts on the promise Neville talks about? What promise does Neville talk about? I'm not familiar with that from Neville. Listening to you and using your thoughts has made me realize how fast I can get things to come to me. Fuck yeah. Oh, thank you for the rose, Heidi. Why can't you have guests? I don't know. I just tried to click on it and it's locked and it's like, look up the requirements. I don't know. It wanted my like driver's license or something. I haven't played a lot with TikTok to go live, so I'll figure it out at some point, but I guess not tonight. What about changing your self-concept to feel beautiful? And not compare yourself to other women. It's a choice to not compare yourself to other women, and it's a choice to start telling yourself that you're beautiful. Changing any belief, whether it's about yourself, your self-concept, of other people, other things, is all the same shit. You take a look at what you tell yourself now, and you start telling yourself what you want to be true instead. So you start telling yourself that you're beautiful. And you start telling yourself that you're more beautiful than these other women, or whatever the fuck you need to tell yourself to stop doing what you're doing now. My opinion on that kind of shit is the most important time to be telling yourself that is when you're looking in the mirror. Not like mirror work, but if every time you look in the mirror, you're gonna put yourself down and bully yourself, that's a fucking problem. Weird, my other account lets me have guests. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. TikTok's, I'm like, it'll work itself out. It really will work itself out. Yeah, it will. It will. Or one day I'll pick up my phone and be fucking around on TikTok and be like, oh, I need to hit this button. Oh, what is this? Oh, now I can have guests. Okay. I still don't know if I can use my credit card. I'm just happy the lady helped me yesterday. Yeah, that was an awesome story, though. Because you always get what you want. I finally made a planned live today. This wasn't planned, actually. I went live on, I usually go live on YouTube, and I went live on YouTube, and there were just a few people on, and like no one was asking me questions. I'm like, well, maybe there's people on TikTok that want to come hang out, because I don't like just like staring at the camera. It's like I could not do this, you know. I love coming out on and hanging out with you guys, but if it's just like me staring at the phone, I'm like, I don't have anything to fucking talk about. Listen to songs that hype you up. I have a couple that help. There you go. You can also do that. You do Tuesdays at 6 your time. I told myself I'd catch it today. Nice. Boom, I'm here. There you go. Getting some song recommendations. I forgot it was Tuesday. I came upstairs yesterday. I was like, oh fuck, I have to go live. And I'm like, oh no, it's Monday. I don't. It's not the right day. Time is so not real. Time is not real. Go away. But, yeah, I need to play with TikTok before I go live again. Oh, that's funny, Christina. You also thought it was Tuesday? I was like, oh my god, it's Tuesday. Not like all day, just like in the evening. I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, oh, not. Is manifesting for self-concept just thoughts that uplift you? They're thoughts you think about yourself and what you believe about yourself. So if you believe, you know, things about your appearance or things about how capable you are doing things, or if you're worthy and deserving of having what you want, anything about you and your identity is your self-concept. And if you don't like anything about yourself, guess what? You can change it the same way you would change any other belief, through repetition of something different. It's not just the thoughts that like lift you up. Oh, thank you, Heidi. It's your entire belief system about yourself. I've been thinking, and maybe my SP is not good for me. Why do you think that, Jacqueline? You're also thrown off this week too, Taylor? I thought it was Thursday. We all just want permission to feel, think, and believe and act happy. There you go. You're better than him. I mean, hey, if he's not your person, that's okay. You can get a better SP. Whoa. What's the fastest way to manifest money based on your experience? Deciding you're gonna get the money and letting the rest go. Like truly letting it go. And focusing on having the money. Like anything else. Manifesting everything is exactly the same. How do you get shit to manifest faster? By thinking you have it more than thinking you don't have it. But all manifestation is exactly the same. No matter what you are wanting to manifest, It's all about changing your thoughts on the topic. And you just focus on having the money. I have the money. I have the money. Oh, well, no, I have the money. No, I have the money. I have this much money. I have this much money. Or this bill is paid. This bill is paid. This bill is paid. Whenever you want to think against it, you got to bring yourself back. How do you revise the breakup? I don't do a lot of revision, but from my experience, you just think about, you can do it either we never broke up. You could visualize what happened like before you broke up and be like, that never happened. But whenever you think about being broken up, no, we're still together, we never broke up. I'm thinking back and we don't have anything in common. Laugh out loud. That's funny. Yes, I have money. Yeah, you have the money. I have the money. I always have money. My bills are always paid. We all have money. Hell yeah, we do. This is why I'm getting a free vacation. Exactly. So that you can find your new SP. SP 2.0. Can you explain more about people are you pushed out? Everything is what you think it is. Your experience up here is true. It is your experience. It is your, like, that is what you are experiencing. So when it comes to other people, whatever you are telling yourself about this person, they're going to reflect it back to you because that's how everything in our world works. Whatever you are telling yourself you are experiencing is what you are experiencing. So when you change your perception of anything, including people, it changes. How many affirmations do you think we should do? I feel too many won't imprint in the subconscious mind. I wouldn't worry about my fucking subconscious mind. I would take that shit and throw it out the window. And I would just focus on being sure that when I think of topics, I tell myself that they are the way I want them to be. If you want to have affirming sessions, that's fine. And you can use as many affirmations as feels comfortable to you. The most important thing is how much time of your life do you spend bringing yourself back to what you want to be true, or stewing and bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining about the shit you don't want. It's not about the exact wording of your affirmations. It's not about how many affirmations. It is your total overall mindset. How much is your mindset where in the direction of where you want it to go versus it not being where you want it to go? And however you do that through affirmations or through whatever is going to be unique to you. But I wouldn't worry about impressing your subconscious or honestly anything of what your subconscious is fucking doing, because all you have control over is what you are consciously thinking of to the best of your ability. You think between 60 and 80,000 thoughts a day. You're not going to catch every fucking one of them. But when you are noticing that you are like ruminating in the same fucking thoughts, that's when you need to change shit. I've caught old memories from my life coming up lately. I think that means my mind is trying to fight the new beliefs. You try to put so much fucking meaning to shit, Christina. Like, I mean that with love, but just change your fucking mindset and let all this shit go. Or push out the old ones to hold the new ones. Just let that shit go. Just focus on having what you want and don't make this so hard. I know it works and how it works, but sometimes I can't get over the feeling of being a liar, fraud. Are you going around talking about this shit to people? Because then you're not a liar or a fraud. No one can tell what you are thinking in your brain, except you. And when you understand that how you create your life is based off of how you think about shit, why would you be a liar or a fraud? I get it. I felt like that in the beginning too. Like, I can't tell myself I'm such a liar, but that's why you have to repeat it to yourself. And the more you repeat it to yourself, the more you'll become familiar with it. Because right now, the neural pathways you need to think these thoughts you want to be true don't exist. So you have to build them through repetition to make them more familiar so that they become your default mindset. People from my past keep coming back to, of course they do. Really wasn't bothering me the way I used to. I just get curious, but I should ignore it. Yeah, just keep, the more you just focus on what am I thinking right now? Am I thinking things that I want to experience or things that I don't? That's where you're going to start seeing shifts the fastest, because you're not trying to like problem solve and figure shit out. Can you do a debrief on the steps of how to manifest our specific person back? Get out a piece of paper, write down your beliefs, your dominant thoughts, the things you think about yourself in regards to relationships in general, and this person. Any belief that does not support you being happily in a relationship with this person, you have to change. How do you do that? By changing the belief, rewording it into a way that is beneficial for you, and then repeating it until it becomes your default mindset, becomes your true belief about this person. You see this person as the person you want to be in a relationship. You see relationships as something attainable for you and that you are worthy and deserving and enough to have one. You got to get rid of all of the thoughts that are telling you that you can't have this relationship and that you don't have this relationship and all that shit. And you do that through repetition of something new. I affirm my negative thoughts don't manifest, and it actually helps with not spiraling. Yep, absolutely. I'm so glad I caught you live. Love your energy. Oh, thank you. Can you please speak about manifesting on a time crunch? It's the same as manifesting anything else. You tell yourself it's done. Whenever you need this thing by or want it by, it's done. It's a done deal. It is signed, sealed, delivered. It is a set date on my calendar. This thing is done, taken care of. Everything is just what you think it is. The way that you're thinking, oh my God, what if it doesn't happen? And what about this? What about that? All that shit has to go. No, this is happening on this date. The end. Nope, this is happening on this date. The end. Whenever you catch yourself thinking about how it wouldn't or why it wouldn't, nope, it's done. It's done. Now, I don't recommend putting time crunches onto manifestations as a way to see if the law works. I used to do that shit. Guess what? Never fucking worked. Anyone else have any questions? Yeah. All manifestations, anything you want to change about yourself, about a person, about a situation, about a thing, whatever it is, you just change your thinking about the thing. That's it. And you do it the way that you sit there and you think about, like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this and that problem and that? You think about it the way you wish it was, and you let the rest go. That's it. Do you agree that feeling the feeling of what you want can speed it up? No. I don't. I've never felt the feeling of the thing, and I've manifested plenty of shit. I've done it all with my mindset and robotic affirmations in the beginning. Now I don't robotically affirm as much because it feels like a pain in the ass, but I've done it all with my mindset. I don't, in my experience, your feelings don't manifest. Embodying isn't really something that we have to do, right? It comes naturally with repetition. Yep. When I first wanted to get on YouTube and TikTok, I started telling myself, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a TikToker, I'm a TikToker. And all the rest fell into place without me trying to force myself to be a YouTuber. So I had a triggering moment this afternoon and I started to shift back. I caught myself, but started affirming on repeat, yet the emotion is still there. Your emotions don't manifest. Your mindset is what manifests. Feel your feelings and either affirm through it or allow yourself to feel your feelings and then come back to affirming. The more that you make yourself wrong for being a human being and feeling shit, the worse you're making this on yourself because you're telling yourself that you're making it not work, and that's bullshit. It's absolutely not true. I like to go to more general affirmations when I am in a moment. I'll go with something like, I usually use Isn't It Wonderful? I call it my safety net affirmation. I either use Isn't It Wonderful or Isn't It Wonderful, Everything's Perfect. And I just repeat that over and over and over again when I am angry or sad or whatever's going on, until I feel better, and then I'll start affirming other stuff. It's not about being perfect. It's about bringing yourself back. And if you have a human moment and you're even spend a couple days going through some shit, it's okay. Just get back to it when you can. How did you personally soothe your nervous system whenever you were anxiously manifesting? I anxiously manifested for a long time because I didn't know any different. But once I found robotic affirmations, I started robotically affirming, Isn't it wonderful? Everything's perfect, because everything was fucking chaos. And through those affirmations, I was led to acupuncture, Chinese medicine, and working with my chakras. But that's what I was led to. That doesn't mean that's what you would need to be doing. Speak the manifestation into existence, pretty much. I think of it the way I want it to be until it shows up. Yeah, you're welcome. You can either affirm through it with something more general, or you can keep just affirming, but the more you're sitting there and being like, oh my god, I feel this way, I'm not going to get what I want. What are you focusing on? When it's your thoughts that manifest, where's your focus? Not on things getting better. And I say that from fucking experience. I worked with a law of attraction coach who had me convinced it was my fucking feelings that manifested, but when you feel sad and angry, that shit doesn't manifest, but you have to feel that in order to feel happy. It was a fucking shit show. I was on an emotional roller coaster. Yeah, you're on live. I am on live. I usually go live on YouTube on Tuesday nights, but I didn't have a lot of people over there, so I was like, I'll come over here. I'm tired of feeling my unwanted feelings. I'm glad I came over here and I'm hanging out on TikTok. Me too. Me too. Yeah, I just feel my feelings and affirm through it. So a month ago, I had asked about distance between my person, and I just wanted to let you know we are dating now. Look at you! Long distance and all. Nadia, I remember you bringing that up. Look at you. A month ago, and now you're dating? I'm so fucking proud of you. Congratulations. Do you have a favorite channeler? I'm not real big on watching channelers, but I do enjoy Bashar when his stuff comes up. Yeah, no, Nadia, I'm so fucking proud of you. That is so awesome. Texas Holler is a good TikTok channel for sleep music? Huh. Ooh. Glad you can go live now. Me too. Hearing you talk keeps me focused. Nice. Thank you. It's a work in progress, and I would love him to move here. Well, then he fucking moved here. He fucking moved there. He's living with you now. Or he got a place close to you, or whatever you whatever you prefer, but he totally is with you now. Gotta think of how easy it can be, and I'm the only one complicating it. Listen, we all have that. It's okay. You'll figure it out, and then you'll be like, yeah, I did a lot of stupid shit on my journey. It's kind of why I wanted to get on here, is to help people not go through so much stupid shit. Because I did a lot of stupid shit on my journey. I'm just gonna be honest. Do I have IG? I do not. Just here and YouTube. Do I do audio coaching? I do coaching on Google Meets. How would you go about changing your thoughts on an employee that's always late, that they're always on time? They're always on time. They're my best employee. They're always on time. They're my best employee. They're always on time. They're my best employee. Whenever you want to bitch, whine, moan, and complain how, oh my God, they're always late and this and this and this. No, that's not true anymore. They're my best employee. They're always on time. I'm wondering if my lack of ideas for questions means I'm doing everything right and don't need help. Yeah, probably. You got this. You know what to do. Love that. Thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. When did you first realize you are the creator of your reality? Just curious. I found manifestation, and well, this kind of goes into the next question. How long have you been on your journey? I first found manifesting in the beginning of 2018. It was law of attraction stuff. I first found law of assumption in about this time in 2021. And then it was not this past July, but July of 2022 when it started to make sense. So it was July of last year where I like really started to grasp it. But that was after years of studying and trying to learn and understand manifesting and getting so much conflicting information and being in a law of attraction cult for over 3 years, and like it was a shit show. It was a fucking shit show. The best thing I did was get on TikTok to start. I just one day decided I'm like, I can't work at my job anymore. Quit my job. Decided I'm gonna get on TikTok and do tarot readings. That didn't last long, but in that time on TikTok a couple years ago, I found the law of assumption, and that was, even though I didn't understand it at that point, but that was the turning point for me. Can I manifest my adult kids to succeed in their career? Yeah, my kids are so successful. Everything they touch turns to gold. Just see them as successful. If they were successful, what would you tell yourself? And think that instead of other shit. I think my problem is I care what other people think. Why? Like, I get it, but everyone, first of all, you know what people think. You're the one deciding what they think. So why aren't they thinking good things about you? Everyone loves me. I'm everyone's favorite. That's what they think of you. So when you're like, oh my God, no, what if they think, no, everyone loves me. I'm everyone's favorite. Oh, well, you're no longer that. Nope. They think what you think they think. If you didn't identify as a pleaser, who would you identify as? And start seeing yourself as that person. Why does it take a while for the 3D to catch up? Is it old story playing out? I believe so. The more you do this and the more you are comfortable with your thoughts and things, like things can change so quickly, but it all comes down to your mindset and your beliefs about things. But that's just how it works. There's a delay from what's happening up here to what's happening out here. And your job is to, as Neville would say, keep the faith or the belief, meaning telling yourself that that's what's happening until it happens. Reminding myself it'll catch up helps a lot. Yep, that's one way to look at it. I personally like to look at it as the bridge of incidents. If I know I'm on top of my thoughts, then somehow, some way, this is me getting what I want. Because even if it's not, guess what it's going to turn into? It's the law. I didn't realize how powerful my words were until I kept saying SP is out of the country, and he was. Yup. So my friend is paying for the vacation, laugh out loud. That's awesome. Of course. Of course. Earlier in the live, you're like, I'm going to go on a free vacation. That's awesome. Of course they are. You're going to find a man to do it. So laugh out loud. Do you think it's better to stick with the same affirmations or using a bunch at the same time? That's a personal preference. What's better for you? It's not the act of affirming that manifests. It's the act of thinking the new thoughts, which is your affirmations. It's not sitting there and being like, okay, I have the perfect affirmations, and if I say them this many times just right, then that's what manifests. It's changing you through changing your thoughts. So what's easier for you? Having a couple affirmations that imply you have what you want, and you go back to thinking those thoughts when your thoughts start to take you down rabbit holes or following breadcrumbs you don't fucking want to be true? Or to have a bunch of different ones, or just do it in the moment and just be thinking thoughts that would be true if you had what you want. It's up to you. He's booking it now and said I don't have to pay. That's awesome. Can I manifest high grades in school? Yeah. I always get good grades. I'm so smart. I always know the answers. What thoughts would you think if you got good grades? Think those. Don't think about how school is hard and tests are hard and I have to study too much and this doesn't make sense. All that has to go. Yes, he is, and mine is truly out of the country. Found out on Sunday for sure. That's too funny, Heidi. I'm reading an amazing book about Abdullah, Neville's teacher. He's the master of molding reality. Absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say, what book is that? Told of a certain potter. Interesting. What books would you recommend? Whatever books you want to read. Honestly. Which ones interest you? Which ones call to you? I would trust that whatever books I feel called to read are the ones that are going to give me the answers I'm looking for. Did you banish him away? I don't think she did it intentionally if she did. So crazy story. I wrote a book when I lived in a different state and it's playing out. No, just the third party. That's funny. Neville said there's no such thing as fiction. So. Oh no, you need you need the third party to be banished to another country. Well, then they moved to another country, Jacqueline. I wish that was a joke. Found out about her, told him that I wasn't gonna hear it. The next day, gone. Wow. You did something right. You guys have any other questions? I think the more I aged, the less I am using my beautiful imagination to create what I want. That's a shitty belief that I would throw out right now. You tagged me in a video about how I had to go out, ran into him, and he told me she was gone. Oh my god, that's funny. Because everything can be created, absolutely. No 2D thoughts. You know better, Jacqueline. Come on. You chose him, Heidi. So you guys, you can have whatever you want. Just don't let your old shit trip you up. Like I said, I'm better than him. Oh. If you meet him, you would understand he's the best. No. No one is out of your league. In a week, you'll change your mind. Hey, that's okay. Oh, you're out of his... Okay. Got you. They're us in another body, laugh out loud. Pretty much. Well, that makes sense. We can't be out of anyone's league because of that. How did I get into manifesting? I hit rock bottom in my life, like was spiraling out of control and was fucking miserable. Because everything just came to a head one day, and started going to therapy, and my therapist was like, you need a vision board. And I had no fucking idea what I was getting myself into when I started researching vision boards, because I had no fucking idea. We are all one consciousness. Thought I was doing good. I'm the most triggered I've been in a while. I know the rules too. Stop being so hard on yourself. You had a human moment. Let it go. Like, don't chalk it up to, oh my god, I wasn't perfect and I got triggered and now it's not work. No, none of that shit. No, you're human. You had a moment. Don't beat yourself up about it. Have your moment. Pick yourself up. Dust yourself off and move on. Feel the same at times because we're human. It's okay. Vision board got me to Los Angeles in less than 6 months. Nice. I never manifested jack shit off my vision boards. I also hate making vision boards, so that could probably be part of it. I like to use them to elevate my imagination and skills when I have a photographic memory. Nice. Yeah, making vision boards to me reminds me of being in middle school and having to like cut up magazines for stupid projects that I didn't want to do. So I don't like vision boards. But I also like crafts. See? You found what works for you. One thing you said that helped me was embodying who I want to be. I have done this and seen change. Nice. Nice. I'm an old lady in a young woman's body my whole life. Hey, you gotta do what works for you. Legitimately. That's why I say take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If I can give you, like Heidi, that one little nugget of like, oh, I never thought of it that way and that's so helpful, awesome. You don't have to do everything the way I do it because it works for me. You're not me. And this is the perfect example. Christina likes making vision boards. I would rather stab my eyes out with scissors than make a fucking vision board. I still feel 16 and act that way. Hey, that's all right. That is okay. You guys have anything else you want to talk about tonight? Oh, well, thank you for the rose. It's okay to be the boss. We're all bosses. Absolutely. Your necklace, I keep getting drawn to it. Oh, thank you. You know, when I try to explain to others how it works, they have doubts, and these doubts affect my mood. Then don't talk about this shit with other people. Manifest friends who are into this shit. I've done it. It's possible. But don't go like trying to convince people and talking to people, especially if you know that it's going to upset you. I don't talk about it. They think I'm nuts. Then I would say you can manifest your friends to be into manifesting too. Be like, oh, everyone I know is into manifesting. I changed my story about SP and feel so much better. It's all perspective. Abso-fucking-lutely it is. I do that too. I can't help it. I'm obsessed with the law. Me too. Hi. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my content. Legit, let them think I'm crazy. I don't care anymore. Yeah. You can get to that point too. But if you know that it's going to upset you, then don't talk about it. I know you want to tell everyone, but it's just like talking about any other manifestations or doing things in the 3D. If you know that it's going to make things harder for you, is it worth doing it? I've had a lot of coffee today. It makes me sassy. That's funny. Where's Sheila? I don't know where Sheila is. She didn't know I was going live, so I'm guessing she's not on here right now. I jumped over here after my YouTube live. There wasn't very many. There's no one wanted to talk, so I was like, okay, well, let's go see what's over here. So Sheila doesn't know I'm on here. Hi. I would have talked, but it would only be me. There's 8 of us here. Yep. Which is okay. Apparently, I needed to come live on TikTok. Who knows why? It's all good. I would talk up a storm if I could come up with questions. Hey, I take it as a good sign, Christina. Damn coffee. Oh no. Oh no. It better be. Decide that it is. You're putting the meaning to all of it. So instead of being like, well, maybe, no, it is. I'm manifesting 3 desires right now. Is it fine to loop 3 affirmations per desire? You need to do what works best for you and tell yourself that it works. Because as long as you're changing your focus on, when you're thinking about the topics and they come up, you remind yourself that that's how things are now. It's up to you how you want to go about changing things. But like I said, just tell yourself that whatever you're going to do is going to work. This works. It works every time. It works so fast. I know exactly what I'm doing. Things like that. All my manifestations center around one thing. That's the crazy part. Hey, it's all right. I have come to judge my desires and what I want to manifest less and less and less, and it sure makes things a lot better. Business, SP, finances, one thing. Nice. Oh, man. I think I am about to get off of here for tonight, you guys. So if you got any last questions, let me know. I need to figure out when I'm going to start coming live more on TikTok. I have not decided that. I keep going, I need to decide that. I'm like, I don't want to decide that. So I'm like, okay, well, the decision will come at some point. So I will be live more on here. I do go live on YouTube usually this time, Tuesday nights at 6 Central on Tuesdays, and then 11 a.m. Central on Saturday mornings. Yep, let us know. We will have more questions. Of course. Glad I caught a live. I'm glad you were here, Tony. Do you have any other questions before I hop off here? There's a creator, Abel Hart. He's got affirmation songs and a high frequency. It's interesting. Have a good night, Sonia. Have a good night, Christina. Happy Tuesday. Not any you can think of? Well, have a good night too, Tony. Good night, Heidi. Alright guys, it has been super fun hanging out. Like I said, I will be live on TikTok more. I need to figure out how to get it so that people can come on as guests and stuff. We'll see. I don't plan things, so it'll work itself out because it always does. I don't understand why people don't believe manifestation. It's all around us, because until you see it, you don't see it. Because I remember what it was like before I knew it was a thing. Like, I had no idea it was a thing. Yeah. Yep. Alright guys, have a great night. I will see you soon. Love and light.